Thanks for coming on me today. Robert, if you've got any questions about the Vietnam War, I'll be glad to answer them if I can. So, but the main thing about school is a good education, you know. Because there's in the army there's a lot of opportunity for really good jobs. You don't have to join the army and carry a rifle around all the time. You can be whatever you want to be. Like a doctor, a carpenter, a nurse, doctor, anything you want to be. So, when I went in the army in 1967, it was in national service, but being an Aboriginal, I didn't have to register for national service, but I volunteered. So it got me away from the railway. I enjoyed it, all the training and that, and I'm just glad that I survived and come home. I really come from Moree, and I was born here in Moree and lived on the mission down there.
Please excuse me.
And also lived up at the old top camp up there. I went to the mission school, and from there we went to this school here. I worked at the old school then, and from there we just left school and worked around the place. I didn't have a very good education, so I just worked as a labourer. But if I had a good education, I could have really done something, you know. Could have got a good permanent job, highly paid. But that's the way things go. And so if you've got any questions about Vietnam? Anything? Yeah.
Were the Indigenous Australians treated any differently compared to the white population?
Big part.
Were the Indigenous Australians treated any differently in the war compared to the white population?
No. See, when you're over there with a dark person, you are his best buddy. He looks after you, so you won't get shot, and I look after you. Yeah? You're the best of friends in the army, especially in the infantry.
So, what infantry, so you were in the infantry, were you?
Were
you in the infantry? Or?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And what medals did you get?
Well, these are the 6 medals that I got.
Yep.
This one here, that was for the frontline service. I think because I was a forward scout. This is the Vietnam campaign medal. Well, I just forget what that's called. This one's national service, that's the one there, red one, white one.
I've got a question. When you say you were a forward scout, what did that mean that you did?
Well, a forward scout is a person who goes out in front.
Right.
He's about 20-25 yards out in front, and well, if they got an ambush, well, you know,
yeah, you were the first one that would be seen.
Not necessarily.
Okay.
Because you see, just take this for instance. So this is my platoon here.
Yeah.
I'm out here, going this way, and say if we're walking into an ambush, well, it's only common sense. Why shoot one bloke when they can get...
Okay, so they'll go for the big one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Were you ever ambushed?
Yeah. being a forward scout, I can usually pick up signs, you know, like tracking.
What did your family say when you joined the army?
Well, I was working on the Queensland Railway at the time, and they didn't know.
How did they react when they found out?
Well, you know, a different feel, but my grandfather, he fought in the First and the Second World War, and I said, no, I said, I just wanted to be like him.
Did you lose many of your friends in the war?
Beg pardon?
Did you lose many of your friends in the war?
In our platoon, not many, only about 4. But in our company, we lost about 18, I suppose, which is pretty good, because you see the Americans, they lose, say 40, 50 every time, you know. They lost a lot more than what we did.
They weren't quiet enough.
No, they weren't. I'll tell you, the American soldiers, they're not what they are on TV. So I remember one day over there, so you see a party was a creek, the Yanks are on this side, and we's on this side, and you might have seen some Americans with them big waltzes, you know, blasting like anything, up at their ears.
The boom boxes.
They had one of them in there, carrying them. And I said to my major, I said, Major, let's get the hell away from these fellas, they'll get us all killed. You know, they can hear you coming from miles away.
So they rode the high horse and thought themselves too great.
Beg pardon?
They rode the high horse and thought themselves too great.
The American.
Yeah, yeah.
Aside from being a scout, were there any other jobs that you had to do?
No, well, we all had our duties to do, you know. Yes. My main job was to concentrate on what's in front of me, on the side, you know, if there's any booby traps or tripwires, or, you know, anything's out of the ordinary, I can pick it up easily.
Did you ever make some traps by yourself?
Big one.
Did you ever make some traps by yourself?
Oh yeah, yeah. When we set ambush, yeah, we did, yeah.
When the war finished, did you keep in contact with anyone before?
Yeah, yeah, I did. One of my mates, he was my machine gunner. He pulled into Boggabilla and seen me, and he lives in Western Australia. He's travelling around Australia. He pulled in there and seen me, and I got another bloke down in the Blue Mountain. He came up and seen me a couple of times too. Yeah. And I get Christmas cards from about a dozen other mates, all from my platoon, my sergeant, and, you know.
Sorry, you go.
Do you ever get any flashbacks or dreams about what happened?
Yeah. Not now, or sometimes I get them now, but when I first come home, they're really bad, you know.